Hello, everybody. Welcome back to more Phoenix Wright. Hope all of you are doing well. Let me get my camera pulled up here. So just to give people a bit of a preview as to kind of what the landscape of the next couple of weeks are going to look like, the Lunar Remastered Collection, as I've indicated, is coming out on the 18th, but I'm getting the physical edition, so I will not have it at launch. But the following week after its release, I am going to be in DC. I'll be in DC from Wednesday, April 23rd, coming back on Saturday the 26th, probably sometime late evening on Saturday the 26th, meaning probably not until the following week of the 28th and later am I actually going to be able to start Lunar. So, bit of a delay, but good things come to those who wait and wait even longer. So I'm pretty sure that's the way the saying goes. Yes, we guess we won't know. You'll never guess. But I am sure it involves the thinker clock. I'm pretty positive. If I know it's only been a little bit earlier this year that we played Lunar, but I think I remember that detail. But I hope every one of you look forward to it. But back to Ace Attorney, we are still in Chapter 3. We've been in Chapter 3 a while. So we did all of the legwork, and I think we're just about to begin the trial. Let me make sure I've got my notepad pulled up from last time. And I do. So everything is over there on my other computer. But let's go ahead and get started. And as always, if I need to adjust anything with volume, just let me know, and I'll be happy to do it. So day 3, the trial. Well, this one I think wins in terms of length. So October 19th, 9:42 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. There's Will. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. Can't you just magically conjure it into existence, just like Chapter 2? That really helped. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. And we're back. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I do need to quickly check the court record because in all honesty, I forgot what I have in here now. So let's see. We have the Path to Glory. Photos of every victory scene, every battle of Steel Samurai is won. We have the Mr. Monkey Head, which blocked the path from 2:15 to 4 p.m. We have the empty bottle of sleeping pills, which we still don't know, which I'm assuming is how the guy napped for like 5 hours. And then everything else from the previous trial is still there. So basically, our hero Will Powers is the something samurai. I've already forgot. Samurai Champloo. I don't remember his name. Something. And he's being accused of murder of one of the other persons who plays the villain. And so we're trying to come to Mr. Powers' aid and try to get him acquitted of murder, but we don't really seem to know who to blame. Like I don't really know what's going on, and like day 3, it seems like he's the only likely suspect because everybody that was at the studio that we learned about basically has an alibi. And the even worse is that the detective now has a kid who's going to basically testify in a way that's going to hurt our client. So not great. Not great. First witness. I wonder if that producer is going to come out. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob, Raffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately they all seem to have an alibi, which is really the rough part. My picture froze for a bit. That was weird. So I think I'm unfrozen now. That was really strange. Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happened. I was looking at myself and I was like purposely making faces to see if it would change. So sorry if you saw some weird faces. But yes, the small child clearly didn't kill him. Yeah, because they're basically saying somebody with considerable strength would have had to have been able to lift the spear that was broken in half. Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right, she doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. That was definitely strange. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. 9 that morning. Okay, so it wouldn't have been one of the pictures that would have been taken. So he got there, so Salmonella at 9. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. That checks out. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. There were empty plates. And missing bones. So skipping lunch. But plates without bones. So somebody ate there if it wasn't him. Blocked my live stream. We were in the meeting until around 4. Which checks out because last time we were told from noon to 4 there was a meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I guess the only thing I have to question, really, or press on, is the actual meal itself. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. I'm gonna press. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day, frowny face. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. Okay, yeah, that's everybody. Because we're including the action people. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, thus the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Or ROFS, now that I don't know. Rolling on floor something, I hope it's not what I think it is. Rolling on the floor starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooks some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones out in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness, did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Not at all. It's a little vague. It's contradictory. I mean, it is contradictory because there were plates at the meeting. I don't know, but that doesn't mean he got one of them, does it? Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you mean, Sweats? Oh, right, of survivorship. Of course, of course. When I went to that trailer, I saw something on the table. There were 2 plates on the table, the same kind of plates as in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Nowhere, good call, Sweats. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I had suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Drool. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turned to me and said, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can't you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Except for the part you described. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one, Sweats. What's he sweating so much about? This seems weird, because we just pressed him. Okay. If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Aura fell. Well? Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studios during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. I'm assuming because he's, like, super nervous. Irk. Heh, heh, heh. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Ruffling, even. Alright, let's take a look. The break! Yeah. For what it's worth, we took a break, Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. Okay, 15-minute break, but when was the break? It would have had to have been... The issue here is whether it's going to be before 2:15 or not, because the head broke at 2:15. If they took the break 2:15 or later, that's an issue. It's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me, Steams. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Yeah, for what it's worth, took a break, Ruffle. Tell me when. What time exactly did you take this break? Be before 2:15, be before 2:15. I'd say it was for around... No! No, the worst time! Now what? Okay, so let's see. It's a 2:30 to 2:45 a break. So... what do I do? 2:30. Well, I mean, that's when the samurai crossed the camera, but there's also still the matter of being locked in. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio One, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Except Edgeworth knows that. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Press? What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak? What else? Where were the bones? There were 2 plates on the trailer table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio One while press. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Yeah, he's gonna make my point, which is because the head statue is blown off at 2:15. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One? Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One? I mean, I'm trying to logically, mentally go through the gymnastics here. But, I mean, the biggest hang-up I have to saying yes is the fact that the head broke at 2:15, and it wasn't moved until after 3 o'clock. So, the break falls squarely within that 45-minute period. And Edgeworth knows that. I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, how it could be one of them, and I can't think how it could be. It says it blocked it from 2:15 to 4 p.m., but when we pressed them for questioning, it was 3. I don't think it's possible. Unless I'm to not believe them. No, it's impossible. I don't want to write it off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Haha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. Wait, are we done? However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. I mean... I'm not happy, but I mean, at the same time, I just don't see how I could have said anything different. Obviously, there's missing bones, but I have nothing to really... I have nothing to really say about that. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it on that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence, though, that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, and here's where the kid. The prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the steel samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. If you can get out past the severed monkey head, you can take your 10-minute break. All right, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks, Sniff. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Alright, October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court and Courtroom Number 4. We are back after our 10-minute break. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. I better save, just in case things go horrifically wrong. I had to go with my gut when I said that we had to let the people in the trailer loose, because I just couldn't mentally work how they were guilty. Even though every other time the game wanted you to press, it was the right thing to do, I just decided no. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. So maybe not to press too hard? Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Barely. Alright, Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring up a box. One of those donut crates should do. Alright, right on it. Let's see. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? I like that they let him bring the sword in. That's great. Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Grams with the beard over there? Well, I'm gonna eat some of them. I prefer beer gentle myself, a very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. The sword, A-okay. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with the kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera added to the court record. Very well, Cody. Not very well. Just a minute. New digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Yes. As long as the sword is not a camera, you can wield it. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. Witness's account. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I feel like that path is going to be important because it's going to re-implicate the people in the trailer. But if I had tried to allude to something that existed that we didn't know, it wouldn't have worked. So basically I'm going to need him, we're probably going to end up making him show us the path on the map. And then we're going to be like, they can actually get past during the break. I was going for the studio because at this point there's like nobody left outside of the trailer that could have done it either. Going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. Lost for 30. So I wonder if he's gonna say he ended up at the trailer. Trailer number 2. Yeah, I can, okay, can press away, good. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. Nice shocked face, I like it. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot. I tell you, I thought he said he always had it with him. Okay, if he had his camera. But he did. I thought he said he did. This isn't the case where I have to be scared. I'm already terrified. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And be gentle. Remember you're talking to a child. Objection. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Yeah. Alright. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. A likely story? You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. Seems like a person who would always have their camera with them. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. So your dad's the murderer, I knew it. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Press. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods, off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. Please show me on the path so we can get the people in the trailer back on the hook. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. So off the path, there's woods. That's where I was. They're not talking about the path that was blocked off, right? I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Did he take the wrong? But he got lost. He probably went to Studio 2. He probably went to Studio 2. He probably ate. He decided, oh, they already ate the T-bone steak. I'm having the bones. My bones. Did nothing unusual happen to you on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. Head wasn't busted. That gives us a good idea of the time he walked. Now, wait a minute. No, that can't be. But he saw the samurai walking, and that was captured. Oh, the samurai walking was captured at 2 o'clock. So this was literally 15 minutes before it fell, the head. But he said he was lost for 30. Okay, I guess that does check out, kind of, in a weird way. Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio, but he got lost for 30 minutes. When did he get lost? I kind of got lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But Guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate one side. I see. What then? It totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? That was my question, literally. I don't know, he was kinda far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera? I'm gonna probably have to go back and then press, and then go back to that testimony and then present. You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words but be firm. Easy for you to say. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just... Okay, so this... all the way... Alright. So we're gonna gently slam our hands on the desk. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? I like that he inserted that jab in. Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera, and did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Oh, he's gonna be describing an action sequence that is not possible for somebody with a limp, isn't he? Because if he's gonna be like all emphatic about all the actions, it's gonna be inconsistent with the limp. So we're probably gonna need that photo again. Then the bad guy stopped moving, or maybe he won't. Darn. And it was over. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Well, I only have 4 sentences to cross-examine, sure. Yeah, I had my camera with me. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even one. Then he would have drawn it in that book, right? Yeah, he would have had to have put it in the Path of Glory. No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. I wonder if I can present the book? Because it's impossible that he wouldn't have stuck around to actually see the finish, or put it in. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah! What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. So, my initial assumption was spot on. He couldn't have done all of that with the broken leg, so I have to probably introduce that, or sprained ankle. Regardless of the leg you're standing on, he's still being vague about this. Do I use the photo to impeach him? Or do I use the manual? I feel like I have to go to the line about the kick and punch with the photo. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Wait and see what happens? Press him harder. I mean, I want to press it, but I don't know if that's going to hurt me. Cody. What? Something's bothering me and me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. Objection! What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. Objection! Counter objection. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? Why didn't he? I know you could figure this out. Wait, why didn't... He has a reason he didn't see it? Because he took the sleeping pills. Got it. Solved the case. Everybody, let's go home. Get some hamburgers. No, why didn't he see it? Why he didn't see? I was gonna cross-examine him about the fact that how can anybody do a kick, chop, anything with this? But I guess that doesn't matter. The one thing that is important is he didn't mention the spear, but the question is, why didn't he see it? Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Wow, I feel like I picked up on like 3 or 4 things from that testimony, and none of them are this. So let me think about this. Why wouldn't he watch the climax? I'm trying to think through the options. Why would he not have been able to watch it? Like, as in he couldn't? But why couldn't he watch? Show evidence. I'm still not sure what I would even show at this point. I feel like I grew complacent at all the things I discovered in his testimony and did not think in this line of directions, and may have dropped the ball and figured certain other things out. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? I genuinely do not know. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and save because this choice seems like super important. It might help me out too. So we have my attorney badge, of course. Jack's autopsy report. Time of death, Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. The cause pierced through the chest by a spear is the autopsy report. The Powers' photo, which shows him dragging his leg, and that was taken at 2 o'clock. He actually saw this person, then he said he got lost for 30 minutes, which puts him at the scene of the murder at 2:30, because he said he was able to see this guy, but then got lost on the way to the studio. I'm assuming, I'm trying to understand his 30 minutes of getting lost. But, like, the fact that he doesn't have a photo, or is alluding to the fact he doesn't, is strange. I'm still trying to figure that out. So this is the guide map to Global Studios. He said there was a forest area between Studio 1 and Studio 2, which is there. Which I'm drawing a line, but it's not going to show up in, like, the actual OBS. It's between Studio 1 and Studio 2. I've got the samurai spear, which is the murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Which is odd because his account doesn't mention the spear at all. Not once does he mention a spear. We have the sleeping pills. It was in the employee area. We have the Mr. Monkey head, which was block the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4. We have the Path to Glory. Contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won, which is why I doubly believed he was going to have the camera to take the final victory photo of, I guess, of him beating the enemy. And he always carries the camera, so I have to question, why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight when he always does and always carries a camera? What would he, I mean, he was watching something. I mean, all of these answers are probably just vague enough to be correct. I don't think there's inherently a wrong answer, except showing evidence because I don't know what it is. Yeah, he would do it. So the only way he wouldn't is if one of these two things were true. Yeah, why wouldn't he? I was supposed it'd be because he couldn't. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his... Oh, they just want me to say, like, oh, he can't watch a guy die. Okay. Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. Huh? I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Okay, so it's not a punishment. Oh, I actually said it earlier? I feel like both of these options are saying the same thing. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably. Probably. Something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Do you have another explanation for this? Okay, fine. So, would it have been the Mr. Monkey Head statue falling, but the statue fell at 2:15? Right? Is that what they want me to... Is that what they want me to... I have evidence. I guess. Evidence. Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? He said the Mr. Monkey Head hadn't fallen over, meaning he knew it fell over. But that happened at 2:15. The murder was at 2:30. So it can't be this, right? Is it to grab his camera? Is it because are they just saying like, ooh, a spear is scary? Is that what I'm supposed to do? But he didn't mention a spear. Yeah, I'm not picking up what they're talking about at all. Are they just wanting me to say because there was a scary spear? I'll say it's because there's a scary spear. Here's my proof. Proof. Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything. Ha, lost your nerve, have you? Very well, ask you the question again. Okay, so there's just like literally no punishment. Oh, to draw? Because I thought he was just putting photos in like a photo album. I have better evidence this time. Yeah, this contains photos. So he took it to grab his camera, right? Or not. Here's the proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. Oh, okay, sure. He was trying to take a picture. Hey, Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize that there was no way you could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right, okay. No, that's okay. I was just about to say, I'm still trying to figure out when they're gonna make me use the book, because that would be where the photo would be. I guess it is an answer. I just didn't, I thought they meant like, I don't know, there was like some sort of a physical force that was making him not be able to look. The way that the question was phrased, and I'm like, I don't get that. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you're not a true fan. Loser. You wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Yeah means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackett testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Alright, no photo? Oh, he's sad. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yup. I doubt it, but we'll entertain you. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Pop. What do you mean, Pops? Is that what we're gonna say? I thought, do I know this guy or what? Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I'm guessing I'm the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're also self-conscious. Okay, off with the kids' gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Yipes! The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. Yeah, I want to know about this part. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. No! No! Moving strangely? That doesn't help me. So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yup. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even one? He always takes a picture of the victory. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey, bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow, this feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? Oh, I'll tell you why. He's becoming less and less cooperative. I'm better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Like Pops, Steel Samurai had escaped from the held the camera picture. Just it. Okay, present. Get ready to get impeached! Objection! Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. It is a really good name. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah, Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day, and I think Edgeworth might have gone to the sleeping pills. It's been awfully quiet lately. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? And the exclamation points pop up. The photos were blurry. He erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way. No. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness? I mean Cody? Is it true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Wow. Oh my goodness. And now, the cheetah. Cody! That day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Wow. Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. This does make me very, very sad. We're destroying this guy's everything. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. Ah? An error? What's all this all about? Hammer was the victim. Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim. So I'm trying to mentally untangle everything in my head that we just learned. So Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim? Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strangely, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh, me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved, you little... Okay, fine. Data? Yeah, photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Here, this is it. Studio 2? That's Studio 2. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts we know them at Studio 2. That's the inconsistency. Find the inconsistency in the photo. Do I have to actually drag it over? Take this! Take that! Your Honor, look at this! I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Oh wow, here we go again. Right in the dressing, no. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there. The path was blocked. No filming is done there. I mean, the trailer's there. We haven't mentioned the trailer once to any of them. What does that matter to them? The path was blocked. The path of the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. That was my water falling. Not much of it to actually spill. One moment. I actually have a designated towel just in case I'm myself. So I don't actually even have to leave the chair to clean it. But I will have to leave the chair in a moment after we finish this decisive blow here to get some more water. It has happened enough times to where I'm prepared now. Oh no, I've got to go now! am rocking my headset here right now. Get to the job. You need to get your lasagna. You better hurry. Alright, here we go. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. Except Salmonella could not have eaten the T-bone because there were no bones. He was just eating a T. Therefore, he's guilty. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. This? I mean, that's the only thing I have for proof. Because he ate... I mean, I could give him the sleeping pills. I mean, that's the only thing. I have proof. You do? You do? Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. This label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. What? Test Powers' blood for what? This trial's going on day 3. Like, it's not gonna do anything to test his blood. Fingerprint the bottle? That's a thought. Examine Hammer's body? You better off fingerprint the bottle. An idea. Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. But just to be safe, take the blood and the other stuff. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. Boy, this is a long case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. Am I going to have to go back to the field, or are we just going to go back to court? I really hope we don't go back to the studio. Oh no! The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find that answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow, so we have to go investigate. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. I didn't lose any exclamation points. Pretty good. Defendant lobby number 1. So I just have to remember that today and tomorrow they're both Joe streaming both days. So I'll make sure I get off in time to make sure we can comfortably transition into the anime stream for Astrobot, whatever. Woo! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Easy to beat. Have we beaten any? I mean, we've saved Will Powers, but we're still having to figure out who actually did it. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha, maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. I hope it's final, but I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks, Snip. To be continued. No, say to be concluded. Say to be concluded. Yes. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial training system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial. Did they say trial or training? I read training, which was weird. Initial trial. What's that? That's the new court system they've introduced introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal that Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. The director's alibi. He's lying. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP Powers, right. Alright, so back. Move. Detention Center. And October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. You could stop looking so vulnerable, too. Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything it could do to help. But it's just like, what's the consequence of getting 5 exclamation points now? It's not going to be like, you know what, I think Will Powers actually did do it. So you're in trouble, Mr. Wright. How? How am I in trouble? Haha. I'm not really sure what I could do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Talk. It seems like this is the prosecution's problem and not mine anymore, but anyway, Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Director Manella. you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Mr. Hammer? I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on the big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. It's like going like 10 years ago over and over again in that game. Alright, let's see here. So, no other places to move to. No other questions to present. Cody's camera. Okay. Doesn't care. Path to Glory. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's this? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Okay, so... Regarding the murder weapon, yes. Is it heavy? Okay, same dialogue as before. And that's the spear that broke or something during this morning run-through? Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, broke the spear, secured later fixed for me right away. Same thing as before with duct tape we heard. Okay. Move. I guess back to our office. Oh no, it lets me go to the studio. October 19th, Global Studios main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted. The ones from the crates? You eat, you die. Woo, she's alive. Talk. Producer Vasquez? I was wondering about the D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Director Manella? Can I ask you about the Salmonella director? Sal, he's soft and pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. So, the director probably ordered, or the producer ordered, Vasquez ordered Salmonella to do it, probably. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Wait, would he steal Powers' costumes to get sneaked by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay, I was getting ready to read fast because I thought she was going to start going into a diatribe, but she didn't. Okay, so... Alright, we're going to move past her. Outside Studio 1 or Employee Area. Employee Area first. October 19th, Global Studio Employee Area. We're going to see Penny. I guess they're not filming today either. I didn't want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yar! No touching. Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. Heh, I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Talk. The plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. The plate's probably been swapped for the plate that was in the trailer. Maybe somehow. No, I don't. Maybe. Yes. I don't know. It's probably gonna come back negative, and it's gonna cause us to have angst. And then we're gonna be like, well, now we don't have a theory, but that plate that was missing the bones in the trailer might be because of it. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills. See, if there's traces, it'll change color. Use it on the one in trailer too. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. It's not gonna show up. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color all right. Oh. So there were sleeping pills on the plate? Looks like it. Okay, never mind. I thought they could have just kept building on it. Steak plate added to the court record. Oh, so this is gonna be how we impeach the testimony about them eating steak. It's just like, this is a steak. We just have it in our inventory. Auditor traces of sleeping pills in a large bone. So that's definitely gonna come up finally. The investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Is there traces of salmonella? That's a very good question. He did say he didn't get to eat, and then he did. So, maybe. Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Prosecutor Edgeworth. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Edgeworth is out of control. I could have told you that. He was in the waiting room, and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. We found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints in the bottle. Okay, so, that's not going to be an issue at the hearing then at all, it sounds like. So that means, yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. So we're gonna move to the dressing room, I guess. The guessing room, I dress. Oh, hello! What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? What? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all that you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Talk. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes, on the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? The last episode. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all that this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all these kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
Do we have to say that? What's this? This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Neither do I, Nick. Funny that, I don't either. Let's try that again. Think evidence rather than words. What's this? This is why you can't stop Steel Samurai. Doesn't understand. Neither do I. I don't either. Why you can't... Oh, we have to show the path to glory. Probably. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. I thought we were supposed to, like, show that Mr. Hammer was, you know, all of this, but no, we just had to show the, that. But I collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. 5 years... Oh, I guess we didn't have to go through that whole thing and have her tell us. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do? But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Well, she loves Hammer. So... let's try this again. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Talk? 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols? Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to? Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? For snappers, dredging up dirt on someone's past like that and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer has had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor, poor Hammer.
You did wrong, Hammer, rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see, tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag, you're right. 5 years ago there was an accident, a fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag, hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Oh, is it photo 1 that she didn't actually delete? Or is it... No, that was the kid, right? Maybe she lied about photo 1. A photograph. Oh, that's a photo of the, of what happened at the recording, I guess. Wait a second, this is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell into the flower box bench. Gee, it's like a Mortal Kombat fatality. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Presented back to her poor old Hammer. He was a big star, the biggest. That accident 5 years ago is what did it him. He wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. Poor silly old Hammer. If he had just come out and confessed, then Vasquez wouldn't have gotten her claws into him. So let's go outside Studio 1 and go to these other directions, and then we'll kind of hopefully wrap things up pretty soon here, before we go back to court. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? Outside, that's right, we lost the key card to Studio 1, so we don't even have to worry about looking there. October 19th, Studio 2, entrance. Hey, Nick! It's Miss Vasquez. I like how none of them have cleaned up the plates. Like, they're just still there being evidence. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hey, Hello. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Talk. Mr. Hammer. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really taking me off. Oh, dear. Will Powers. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh, dear. Director Manella. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella, and this time Phoenix is actually asking. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring out the big guns. 5-year photo. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Trailer. Hmm, you came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me, what is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? That is what I mean. Oh, new face. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, as you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo was the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Oh, how did they all fit in the trailer? Okay. Damn, all of that, and they couldn't clean up the plates in Studio 2? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? Is this Mr. Hammer's dirt? No. Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No. Oh. Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. Yeah, so Gumshoe to the rescue. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I like that the guy still has his hand in his jacket. Great. I'll be looking forward to it. I hope when she gets up on the stand to be a witness, like all 4 of those guys are just standing there in the background. Just like that scene. Just like, can you state your name for the record? And they're just like standing there menacingly. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I'm just doing my job. Yes. Although I feel like the second definitely had the highest stakes because it made it seem like the judge was bribed and everything else, and it's just like, wow. Like this one really doesn't have much stakes because there's like virtually no chance that Mr. Powers can be found guilty because we've established that Studio 2 is the murder site. So I feel like this is just like cleaning up the mystery more than actually proving my client's innocent. We've already done that. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Bully the judge to make Powers guilty? I mean, there's gotta be some sort of BS reason why we'd lose if we get all of our exclamation points to run out at this stage. And I just don't know what it would be. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez.
And so, I mean, Dee Vasquez probably had dirt on Salmonella. Well, actually, she wouldn't even need dirt on Salmonella. He'd be so eager to please her no matter what. He would probably just do it for free. Because her defense is going to be like, well, I couldn't have possibly fit in the suit. And then we'll be like, yeah, you didn't. It wasn't you. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. And here we go. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I was thinking of wearing a similar suit with a similar tie to Phoenix Wright, but it's too hot. It was too hot. So on a cooler day, maybe. But it was just way too hot today. I was sweating. Today will be the final day of this trial. By sheer coincidence, I had the exact same, like a blue jacket and a red tie. I hope that both the prosecution and the defense will be ready to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement? In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Dee Vasquez. I figured she'd be first because we need to call Salmonella later. Miss Dee Vasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. I like how we just have a recurring theme of like witnesses not properly introducing themselves with him in unique ways. Just herself. What a shame. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Dee Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. I wonder if he's actually going to react shocked because someone actually introduced themselves. Nope, he's just going to go with it. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Yeah, I know. It's a rare victory for Edgeworth. The only one we're going to allow him to have. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I entered the trailer. Oh, a little before noon. Right, because the meeting was from noon to 4. Checks out. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. Right. The break. She didn't mention the break. We'll have to pin her on that. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Right, because the statue was moved by 3. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Checks out, right? Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. This is where we're going to feature with the actual bones. We found Hammers' body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. I don't remember the flavor text of the van. Did it say it hadn't been run in a while? There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that van. I thought it might be risky to walk, but with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. Have a giant van out? Alright. Interesting. Why would it be added? Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. We need to see what kind of face she'll make when she breaks. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? At the employee area. No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4.
Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
I mean, that's the part that it's all building to, so...
Objection. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Yeah, oh no, it's definitely gonna be spoilery, so I'll have to wait until I get to those points.
There was to be rehearsals afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks at the table in front of the trailer.
Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contribution what she said. Somewhere. Get wrecked! Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. I ate the bones. I was hungry.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how could a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how.
The first one was my joke answer. Great. You ate a boneless steak. You didn't eat the steak. I like the leap of life. I mean, that's the big brain answer. Is you ate the bone. So you didn't eat the steak.
You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
You got Salmon. I mean, she's not wrong. Meeting the Steel Samurai.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. Apparently only once. Thank you. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. That's the thing. When I go to court and I sneeze, they shout objection. I don't know if any of you knew that. It's a terrible, terrible time to sneeze. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could. You couldn't, could you? I don't know. You couldn't, because it was salmonella the whole time. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning? I'm as lost as you are, Judge. I don't know what he's talking about. Did Oh, was it the stupid fence? Oh, were they Mortal Kombat? Were they killed in the Mortal Kombat fatality the same way as the other person was 5 years ago? And that's why she wanted the photo, because it showed a similar murder methodology? I guess? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Look at this photo. Oh, that's a van. Wrong one. Look at this photograph. Take that! No! Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I get sets of 2 with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong Enough with all the sensing. Right. Oh, they want me to point to the fact that the weapon was broken in half. Okay. Here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. Okay, it's because it was broken in half. I guess I have to kind of slowly ease my way into like what the actual murder weapon is. Take that! I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. Yeah, I jumped ahead to like the next question, I guess, apparently. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon, not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I'll be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence could sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Alright, I present to you the van! Just drove right through his body, unbelievable. Present 5-year-old photo. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying
Yeah, that's a kind of impressive aim that they just managed to keep doing it. Yes, what happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho ho, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? You couldn't have, but the other person who did not eat the T-bone steak in the 15-minute span could have. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She couldn't deal with it. I bet she couldn't move it. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. I guess I have to show the van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards. We went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done it that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the steel samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Incinerator? They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez? Shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Humph. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? Confetti! Oh, okay. So, what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? She already did that, though. I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did?
Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of the wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I don't need her to testify again. I think we need to cut her loose and get Salmonella on the stand. As much as I hate that sentence that came out of my mouth. I think we have to do that. I think we need to move on. Yes, Mr. Wright? I was hoping I'd come up with a question while pounding on my desk. I didn't. You have my sympathies. Damn. You come so far only to fail. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to hit that! Was I not supposed to hit that? Did I lose? As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness. Okay, no, it's just for the witness.
Objection!
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Okay, I only cut her loose because I wanted to speak to Salmonella. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. Character growth! After finding the body. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. We'll go ahead and just save in case. We haven't really needed to worry about messing up too much. We've been kicking butt. Okay, I see. Well, I thought he was coming back. Sorry, because they made it sound like this is the last trial day. We're questioning the two possible people that could have done it, and then like only her. Okay, so I was kind of thinking he needed to pull the punches to just get to the other person, but in doing so, we had hilarious flavor text. I was at Sal and Old Dag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. So basically every fighter was there. I immediately called the police, then Power showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Power, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Yeah, but I guess I should have approached it with that kind of a mindset. I was just thinking we were going to fight the final boss, but their lackey was going to be their undoing. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Cross-examination. Here we go. I was with Sal and Old Dak, the security lady, when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? 10 minutes before. 10 minutes before 5. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Press harder. What were the other employees? Where were the other employees when we got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should just try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy, the witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body laying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Press harder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without a steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains it. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. I am gonna... Did the light in my room just completely die? Hold on a minute. Apparently I never had it on. I don't know if it was when I turned it off when I went to get water earlier or what happened, but anyway, it's back on. I immediately called the police, then Power showed up. I didn't have the lights on. The room was like, I was looking at the stream and I'm like, this room feels pretty dark. I don't know if I need to replace the light bulb. I probably still do at some point, but yeah. Yep. What was everyone doing at that time? A lot of stuff is messing up on the stream, sorry. No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence, dead silence. Silent. Hey, Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detectives arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning that one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Oh, okay, yeah, I must have turned it off whenever I went to get the water. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. And I went back to the trailer to get my scripts and directions. Okay, asked to be left out of the proceedings. Hold it. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Oh, okay, yes, yes. I was pretty focused on core, that's for sure. I went back to my trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Why did she? She left the notes there, though. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything except Salmonella fetched episode 13 for you. So you did have the notes in Studio One. So, ha! Except we don't have a copy of the notes, so I don't know how I'm gonna get her. So that proves you were there. But I don't know... that proves you did bring it. Or Sal did. Someone did. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Ms. Vasquez, please continue.
Objection!
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think! Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? Okay, yeah. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. So I worked it out, but I worked it out in my head that that was a faulty statement, but, yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move, or are you thinking of a career change to the defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. If she mentions the ankle being sprained, she shouldn't have been able to hear about it. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here. Everything we've done till now will have been wasted.
Yeah, so who cares anymore, right?
Yes, but now we're gonna join forces. It's gonna be the greatest crossover. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. I was with Sal and Old Dag Strudel when we found the body. Okay. I only did this to take a look.
Oh man, I have no idea what they want me to present here. I have to tie her to this? With what? Oh man, I'm right at the finish line and I'm confused.
Absent. Vehicle police power showed up. Security lady old dad was actually power saying he did it. I asked him to let that proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. If only I could present, because she didn't have it. You know, because she went and got Sal to get them. But how do I prove that? It's not like I have his testimony. I actually do not know what they want. At all. I don't know what statement I need to respond to and what I need to present, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I pressed her on all of the dialogue for all of these. That was the reason I skipped it. Knew that Hammer was injured. That's the part that's really messing me up.
Objection!
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You heard Mr. Manila wrong. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went on to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, I will have order. Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Don't goad her. Very well. I have a question for you. Urk, why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, she would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court, because Chapter 3 sucks, Your Honor. She wanted him out of the picture. They could take less time. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
I'm gonna say yes because why wouldn't I?
Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. I just, though, I don't really think Chapter 3 sucks. It's just, like, I think it has an unfortunate bit of point and clickness in the middle, but it's not terrible. What is the motive? She wanted to eat an actual steak, Your Honor. I mean, it drove her mad. Mad cow disease. Case closed. Let's see. Motive. Murder. I mean, it has to be the photo. Yeah, I mean, they definitely, like, twisted and turned it from, like, for all it's worth. Look at this. I mean, it has to be this. What else can I do for motive? Oh, I guess not. This is my proof. Oh, okay. The music continued making me think I was wrong. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Okay, so now it's just like a duel. We're both taking her down. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please oh, okay, here. Under the threat of exclamation point loss, what is the motive? Reveal evidence. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. Okay, can't press start. I mean, I kind of want to show the photo again, but, like, I don't think that's going to be it. None of these seem like... I am not following. Yeah, I was about to say, so look at this. This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wants to kill Mr. Hammer. Oh, then, okay, I'm just curious why they did this moment. I was about to say, yeah, my attorney badge. Yes. I'd say it all it proves the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Irk. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please. Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. Okay, well... Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. I have, like, 4 more screw-ups. Yeah, so let's see. I'll ask you again. Please explain Mr. Vasquez. Motive for the evidence. Yeah.
Okay. Watch the answer be there is no motive. And just like, no.
The autopsy report doesn't show the motive. I almost feel like this is it.
But I don't understand why it would be it.
This is my proof. Okay. Completely lost my marbles. My marbles. Okay, well those are the two most striking things. I mean, do I want the guide map? Marbles.
I'm not following. Like, I may actually have a legitimate reset from this. I don't understand what they want at all.
This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. Yeah, lost my marbles again. Yeah, I'm starting to think there is no motive. Maybe we are meant to cut her loose and it is Sal, but I don't know. No, but that makes no sense. I mean, if this is all I've got, I don't see a motive. I was kind of entertaining.
Yeah, I don't either. No motive. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. No, it's not. Don't say that, you liar. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What? What?
What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool a security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. You see, it's so damn simple. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel, don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No!
Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, I was trying to think, like... she made it sound like he did it on purpose. So I was trying to kind of keep everything in mind. But I was also thinking, like, I guess I didn't think about, like, yeah, she would have kept him alive over and over again. Yeah, so no motive. No motive. Well, we haven't struck out of attorney court yet. I mean, while we've saved the games as precautions, we haven't had to load them out of losing them all. Please don't die. Please.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm as collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not confetti. I mean, not guilty. Yay, confetti. That is all. The court is adjourned. That was insanely long. Oh my goodness. And welcome, Suitcase. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. Show evidence? I don't. I'm just gonna say I don't know. It's like, oh, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to penalize you for that, Sniff, is what'll happen if I show evidence that it's wrong, I'm sure. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Yes, of course. Whew. I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. Oh, he's been here, you said. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I thought it was just you. Congratulations, WP. Oh, heh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and shoot your final episode, I guess, because that hasn't been resolved. It's not been renewed. I mean... Oh, they're getting to that. Is something wrong? Yeah, I mean, I figured that was probably it, but I'm also like, some questions are better left unanswered. I was not gonna go down that road with him. I wasn't fearing a penalty. I was just like, I think it's the polite thing to not show. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah, Nick, Edgeworth. Oh, it's weird not seeing you behind a podium. Yes, I tried to be nice to this poor Will who's gone through so much. Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if he hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers, Sniff. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar? Wright. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Ooh. Mr. Wright, is this guy your friend? What? Friends? As if? They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closes at another trial. I just hope that's his answer to her. Well, case closed. And I caused quite a stir by revealing that accent from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Hooray! Pink Princess! Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Will Powers is the Pink Princess. The end. Chapter 3 is cleared. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout goodbyes. We're gonna save. There we go. Turnabout goodbyes. So this one doesn't really have like any type of we just see a courtroom. Maybe they all did that. Yeah. Turnabout goodbyes. We'll start this one. We're not going to be able to get very deep into it, though. Oh, I see. That makes sense, because the art is super swirly. About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You suffered? And now, the perfect opportunity presents itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Okay, I thought they just faded out. I didn't know they were going to go backwards. I'm like... Oh my goodness. December 25th, 10:08 a.m., Wright & Co. law offices. Yeah, what is the meme that you reference? Is it just them being like Merry Christmas? Because we keep having Christmas reference and everything. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there's any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Oh, okay. I see. Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I will be on guard for that. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for the rushing spring waters. I mean, Merry Christmas is a pretty, I guess, interesting,
I guess, finishing move, attack, call out thing. I'm sure there was a better phrase. I guess parting words. Parting words. Last words. Next in the news. A large unidentified animal sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement on the nematode from Doug. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident that Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can't they show a real news for a change? Show real news for a change. Nick, the water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently, ESP is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time, it's murder? Gourd Lake again. The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecution attorney known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? This is going to be an interesting trial because he'll be prosecuting himself, probably. It's like, it's your job to stop me because I'm going after myself. Edgeworth. What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yipes, Maya. The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? That'll definitely burden him with unnecessary feelings. When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Actually, let's just stand here and talk for a bit. What to do? Well, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should go talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information. Save aimlessness and confusion for later. Any ideas? Well, got any good ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath the waterfall. Alright, so let's go ahead and move to the detention center. December 25th, detention center, visitor's room. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? That is a funny thing for her to point out. I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah! Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad, or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you either, believe me. Talk. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh, we're going to help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, Wright. Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? Gourd Lake. The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices in the court. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us?
Oh, yeah?
My attorney badge.
Your attorney's badge. Edgeworth, let me defend you. Ha! Ha ha! Good one, Wright. But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, Wright. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. A lot of flavor text for showing that badge. Glad I did it. Gourd Lake? The entrance? This is where it happened. Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir, he's the one who... Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. I mean, just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kinda scary today. Recruits? Peh. Ah! Eek. Hey, you're that Harry guy, Harry Butts. Wright, Phoenix Wright, will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Oh, you look so sad. What happened? Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Cloud's lawyer. Head in the huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. Yes, very sad, Gumshoe. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake, and that boat were 2 men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth. A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did he get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the reporter came and raced to the lake, a witness. Edgeworth. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right, who cares what that witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Defense request. Is it true no one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after the Steel Samurai case. He kept saying, right, right, right. Over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. The witness. Who is this witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. It's weird that none of them, like, I guess Phoenix and Maya had, like, zero Christmas dialogue whatsoever, despite it being December 25th, which, like, I think was odd. Like, since they were clearly having small talk at the beginning. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? Autopsy report. How to get in touch with the autopsy report? Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry, they haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Right, here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Detective Gumshoe gave you directions to the police station. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. Got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. Alright, within the limited time we have, we'll go ahead and do that. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. Okay, that side has the same dialogue. Try hitting move. You can probably go deeper into the park. The beach! Samurai dogs. I suppose that is the counter to Samurai Pizza Cats. Wowzers! This is Gourd Lake. Yup. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. What is this? Huh? Someone left one of those poppers here. You know, you pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, it might be a clue. Let's take it. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop it, right? Was it that obvious? A popper. Take it or leave it. I'll take it. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd it go? I already put it in my pocket. Popper. Put into pocket. Court record. A classic party noisemaker. Pull the string, goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. Well, what do you know? The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah, say Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh, well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dog. Somebody needs to redecorate. Alright, I think we're done here. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't find any HMs or anything, so it's unfortunate. There's woods here. I guess we can keep going deeper. December 25, Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Examine. Car. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. I don't know what this is. Hey, Nick. What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books, so there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum then. I'm not having this conversation. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. Please be the person you're thinking it is. I don't know. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment, and must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Oh goodness, I can only imagine the type of person we're going to encounter that has all of this stuff set up. Well, cool, let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh. Nick. Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what then? I know. The party popper? Yep, it responded. Yeah! Hey, you, get your hands off of that. Eek! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. Oh, what? Huh? Sorry. Sorry's nice, but don't pay my bills. You know how much that roll of film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking sitting off a party popper in a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say those southern folks should talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb doesn't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no. Rather, we're sort of... Just figure out what you're gonna say and just say it for bejesus' sake. Well, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's drawl than listen to you stutter all day. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. Talk. What happened? What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Your name. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? I'm not naming any names, but someone used a whole roll. Sorry, didn't work. Okay, so she's gonna respond to that, everything we say. We don't have any more party poppers. Oh, I didn't know there was an anime. I guess it makes sense. Ire, this is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now, because I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I'll wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now and we'll bite. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta Hart, but y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet ya. What happened? Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so, Christmas Eve. A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which one I seen when. Lotta. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Huh. Well, y'all don't really want to know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student in Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at the university, Country U. So a year. So, when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars? The camera. That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German-made, a genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? It started moving all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat. Lotta's camera added to the court record. Or we just take it? My camera now. Sets to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected faces the lake. So the presumption is then it should have taken, it would have definitely taken a picture of the murder because the party popper is going to sound exactly like the gun. So if it went off of the party poppers, it's going to sound like a gun off in the distance. So she should have a copy of it. Lotta, yeah? So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching was shot with a pistol. Pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright, huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked them once, don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got something? I could be witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. Alright, I guess we are done here. Public beach. Move. It's a boat rental shop? Okay. December 25th, boat rental shop. Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop? Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats isn't good for business either. Boats. I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. There are some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. Okay, so we're gonna move. Public beach. Move again. Entrance. Move again. Criminal Affairs Department. Now that we have a camera. Criminal Affairs? I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished the meeting. For better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. The victim. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. Meeting. So how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling on no one else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Trusting Edgeworth.
Detective Gumshoe.
How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that it was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defense declared guilty, every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us, but you've been wrong the last 3 times. So, I mean, I don't know if he should place trust in you. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. The autopsy report. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Alright, add it to the record. Thank you. Let's take a quick look. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause, 1 bullet shot to the heart. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Everything is connected. Alright, present. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. Okay. Attorney badge. Fine, you really are drawing a blank. Let's go to the detention center. Did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request, huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate somewhere. But Nick... Oh, I didn't get to present any of my stuff to him. Are we going back to the lake? Okay, back to the woods. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. I was hoping to at least get Miles to, like, agree to have us rep him and then stop the stream. Like, that'd be a great stopping point. The point is, I do want to give us, like, a comfortable buffer to get ready for anime night, so... So I was thinking probably ending in about, like, 10 or so minutes. Hey, y'all. Lotta! Wait up a sec. We got bingo! Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey, this is them. Take a look. Wait. See? See, he's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes, but you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. I reckon no. I reckon so. I reckon so. What's that? Now don't you all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lotta! What? Can't y'all see I'm kinda busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means on the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. That is the country video game nerd equivalent of that statement. Lotta, don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Except, he still hasn't appointed us, so we won't. December 25th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Looks like the police have given up their questioning. Hey! Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry? Is it Larry Butts? It is Larry! I was just taking a random guess. Larry? What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Kianse deserves the best. Kianse? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Kianse's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. Yes, it's Larry, and he's in his leisure suit. Look at him. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Yeah, we haven't seen much of, Larry for a while, for good reason. Nick, who's she? She's not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh? Sounds great! Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. What happened? Hey, Larry, there was a murder here last night. You work here. Have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kianse, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Kianse's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model? I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh? Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Nick, why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? I didn't realize the connection ran this deep. Does everyone know everyone in this game? What? Samurai dogs? Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs? Ouch. The samurai thing was Kianse's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know? She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She would be that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? Edgeworth. So Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second, but Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh? Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about a man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what's changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick? Nick? Gordy. What's Gordy? Huh, you mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake, a giant mysterious monster. Gordy! A monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Hot news. Giant life form appears in Gourd Lake. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic and when we got into frame, I heard a loud bang like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. Gordy article added to the court record. He's just gonna be like, fine, but I'll have to fine you. Present lake photo. What's this? You know my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? What's that? It's a camera. You take pictures with it. Huh? Larry, you mean you don't know what a camera is? Of course I know. Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior high graduate. I was talking about the weird contraption on the camera. Oh, that. Well, it's hard to explain. Just forget about it. Well, don't go showing it to me then. Jeez. Alright, let's keep on moving on to the entrance. Unless, I will go to the, boat area just in case they are hiding something. Nope. Okay, we're gonna go back and see if we can talk to the Edgeworth. Edgy boy. Or not. I guess we won't be. Criminal Affairs Department. December 25th, Police Department. Criminal Affairs. Not a gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently, an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. Lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Guess we gotta go to the detention center. Yes, we don't have to go to the detention center. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Yeah, it's the photo you showed us earlier, we know. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. It's Miles's father, probably. This is a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake. Alright. Let's try to do as much legwork as we can before I have to get off, but still really soon. Grossberg Law Office. A little familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Aha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon. You see? Mr. Grossberg, sir? Hmm? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course, you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter?
Yeah, the painting. I remember commenting on the painting being gone. Oh, we still get to talk about it being gone? Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting?
Oh yes, I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts.
What happened?
There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see? Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who?
Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown.
This is terrible news indeed.
I guess he hadn't heard anything. My apologies. I'm not sure I can help you with that. Okay, fine. Lake photo?
So this is the moment the crime took place, eh?
Yes.
You can't really say for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure at all.
Autopsy report.
Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer. Here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond.
Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Talk? Robert Hammond?
Who is this Hammond guy anyway?
Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Oh, from 15 years ago. Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6. Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the instance where the police were so at a loss that they used the spirit medium.
Wait, you don't mean...
Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim, but the case was a loss. No conviction was made. DL6 incident. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please, don't mention it.
DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth?
It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. That victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth.
What? His father?
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Misty Fey's photo added to the court record.
All right. Let's
talk to Edgeworth. And I think we can, at that point, end the stream. December 25th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. What happened? Can I ask you about the murder? Right, I'll ask you again, just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tougher because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case, understand? Gourd Lake. Why did you go to Gourd Lake? I have no intention of telling you, nor apparently would you tell Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe was really worried about you. Present. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything I want to say about that.
40? What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, right? What? Okay, no idle banter. Misty face photo. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You're always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you'll always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you were up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But, I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're? It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on this case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitations runs out legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. The suspect. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. Your father. So, was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Right? It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you! Yes, will you? Of course we will, of course we won't. And then the credits roll. Of course we will. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Edgeworth's request put into pocket. Well, I guess we should. What's that? Earthquake! Nick, it's a big one! Wow! It's calming down. Woo, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. And we will do that later on this weekend. Or more specifically, it's not going to be this weekend, will it? It'll actually be on Monday. I keep forgetting my own schedule change. But I will be back with more Phoenix Wright on Monday. And we'll play some more Astrobot on Saturday. Yeah, I got to my goal. I'm glad. And just in the nick of time, I have some time to start putting some vegetables on the stove. And I'll get some things cooking. And I will join everybody for anime night. Thank you all for stopping by. I underestimated, just because this game was 5 chapters and the first 2 were relatively somewhat fast, I thought the last couple of chapters were going to be a breeze.
Uh, kind of humbled. I thought that we were gonna be ending the chapter 3 with, like, within the first 20 or 30 minutes, not 2 hours. So, definitely a longer game than I gave it credit for, but it's